Hey everybody, welcome back to Tony Learns to Cook. Today we're gonna try a new recipe. Today we're gonna make pasta alla bolognese, or bolognese, I don't know how to pronounce that, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? We're gonna make pasta penne alla bolognese, more specifically, and this seems to be a pretty straightforward recipe. This time, I wrote down the steps, I wrote down the actual recipe and the ingredients, so I don't mess it up. If this is your first time here, my name is Antonio and I don't know how to cook, but I'm learning. So here we go. I don't need to say anything else? I don't think so. Okay, cool. The first ingredients that we're gonna use are half of an onion, green pepper, half a carrot, and some celery. We're gonna chop them up a little bit, and then we're going to, if you have a food processor, you can use that food processor to make them really tiny pieces. If not, you can just chop them very small if you're really good at chopping, which I'm not. Got a new knife. Check it out. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. And I'm actually just gonna use half of this green pepper. Once you get your veggies chopped like kind of like these big pieces, biggish pieces, ideally you will have a food processor, but I don't. I'm just gonna give it a shot and I'm gonna use this Ninja, I think it's a bullet, I think it's called, but I use it to make smoothies and stuff. But I think this is gonna work. We just need to like chop it into smaller pieces. So I think it'll work. But if you don't have one, maybe a blender would be also a good idea. I think either way would work. We're about to find out. If it doesn't work, then this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. No, I think it'll work. Why not? We'll see. Maybe next time get rid of the tags from your vegetables. Probably a good idea to do so. Oh god, oh, I'm stupid. I think it'll work. Don't you worry, we're gonna make it work somehow. Ah shit, no. No, you get out of here. Ah, fucking onions. I'm crying again. Not too bad. This is a little too juicy for our purposes, but I think it'll work. Now we're gonna heat up a frying pan and we're gonna put a little bit of oil, and then we're going to cook this bad boy there a little bit, and then we're gonna add a bunch of other goodies until this looks like a delicious penne pasta alla bolognese, because this is pretty much the beginning of it. Make sure that the pan that you're using, the frying pan that you're using, is deep enough, because we're gonna put some, it's gonna get liquidy, so it needs to have enough depth so it's not overflowing the whole time. Think about what you're doing. Think about it. You wanna be in every single video, huh? It's my birthday, by the way. I'm cooking myself food on my birthday.
I'm drinking
while she
your wine.
drinks my wine.
I'm working.
Bullshit.
I love you.
Love you too. Put a little bit of oil. Ah, shit. Okay. Then we're gonna warm these up. Make sure that the pan is nice and hot before we put our veggies in there. Good luck getting everything out of this thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. Now we wait until it warms up because it's not hot enough. Our pan's hot, so we're going to add our processed or chopped veggies into it. Whoa. Burn that. Lower these. Woo. I have these big chunks right here, so a food processor would be a better idea. But you know, this is gonna work. Don't panic, everybody, don't panic. I'm gonna get rid of those big chunks. See ya later. Once you've cooked this for about 5 minutes, we're going to add 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna add 3, but if you wanna add just 2, that's cool as well. How the hell do you use this thing? Come on. Here? Oh, okay. Got it. you're not gonna mix it quite yet. You're gonna wait until the garlic starts to smell a little bit, which is gonna take a little bit, a couple minutes, and then you're gonna mix it with everything else, and that's gonna be good for everybody. Starting to smell now, so we're going to mix it with everything else. Smells good. We have our ground beef, 80-20. So we're gonna add 1 pound of ground beef to the side and break it up a little bit. Woo, it's gonna be good. I'm confident today. I'm super confident. Maybe overconfident? That's not good. Now we're gonna mix the whole thing at like about low, medium heat, something like that. That's what the recipe said. I'm just following orders here. So right about now, we're gonna add maybe half a cup of white wine, just a little bit of white wine. Yeah, let's say half a cup. That sounds like a good idea to me. We're gonna properly measure this time because we don't want it to be too winey. So now we're going to cook this until the liquid evaporates or it mixes very nicely with the meat. Man, I sound like I know what I'm doing, huh? Maybe just in my head. It's my birthday, cooking a late dinner. Why the f not, right? Okay, we're gonna use this later. And by later, I mean in like 2 seconds. Stir the meat a little bit occasionally. We're going to add the whole can of crushed tomatoes. Oh shit. Can I cut myself? No. Okay. Make sure you lower the flame or the heat to like medium low. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of the tomato paste. What's a tablespoon? Is this a tablespoon or is this a tablespoon?
That's a teaspoon, that's tablespoon.
Oh. So we're gonna add 3 of these. 3 tablespoons of the tomato paste. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here. Let go. Let me go. We are going to add 2 cups of beef broth. And that's gonna make it taste really good. Better than water. Now, we're going to add a little bit of oregano and a little bit of these red pepper flakes or red pepper crushed flakes, just a tad. That seems good enough. And last but not least, we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of this balsamic vinaigrette. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Now we're gonna mix it, and now we're gonna let it simmer, like light simmer for about an hour. Actually, not about an hour, maybe about an hour. 50 minutes, an hour, 45 minutes, depending of how much time, how hungry you are. I'm gonna let it simmer for an hour, and then we're gonna come back and add a couple more things, and we should be good to go. Maybe every once in a while within the hour, just stir it a little bit. You know, just a couple times here and there. So I'll be back in an hour. Don't you go anywhere. And see you in an hour. Which actually, for you that you're watching this, is gonna be right now. Now. What is? What was? Come on, it's about to start. Okay, we're back after an hour of simmering. Smelling really good. It's looking really good as well. Now we're going to add 1 cup of milk and a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and then we're gonna let it simmer for another 45 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna make our pasta, which is not gonna take 45 minutes, it's gonna take about 15 minutes. 1 cup of delicious milk, good for you. Actually, people say the milk is not really that good for you, but I don't know. Gonna add it, yeah, gonna mix it very nicely. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to taste. Don't go too crazy. Last time I went way too nuts on the salt. Don't do that. Bad idea. You can always add more salt later, but you cannot subtract it. So don't go too crazy. Mix this, but I'm telling you, this is looking pretty good. Yumminess. So we're gonna set up the timer for 45 minutes and let it sit there, and you know, maybe like 30 minutes into it we'll start making the pasta, and because it'll take about 15 minutes, and that way we'll have the sauce and the pasta done at the same time. We can mix them all together and it'll be glorious. Glorious. So again, it's kind of like the same thing a couple of times in the 45 minutes. Just stir the sauce a little bit. That's probably a good idea. I mean, you do you. All right, cool. So we'll be back in like 30 minutes. How about that? Sounds good? Damn it. Okay. So we're back. The sauce still has about 10 more minutes to go. Right now we're going to make the pasta. So we're gonna bring this water to boil. Then we're going to add some salt, just a little bit of salt. And then we're going to add the pasta and we're gonna boil it for about 10 to 12 minutes. That's what it says right here. And we should be almost ready to eat, which is exciting. And I think this meal is gonna be awesome. I said it. My cat's behind the camera. It's making me a little nervous. Cooking turned out to be awesome if you don't mess it up, if you follow directions. Otherwise it's a nightmare and you'll burn shit and be sad. It seems to be ready to go. Maybe we'll just dump a few. Okay, this is looking pretty freaking good. I hope it tastes pretty freaking good. Last step before serving is we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. Ooh, nice and fancy. This smells really bad, that means it's really good. Maybe the wife wants some more, but that should be enough to get us both fat. Oh my god, we did it. This is really good, no bullshit. This is good. F***ing A. I'm happy with this. I think you should definitely try this. It's not that difficult to make, and the results are, oh my god, super yummy. Maybe I'll add a little more Parmesan. So good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Big props to the guy who actually put the recipe out there on YouTube, and I saw this. I'm gonna link it down below if you wanna watch it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week. And happy birthday to me again, because it's my birthday. And I'm gonna eat this with my wife, and that's that. Okay, see you guys. Thank you, bye.